Hello. Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I've been writing down your questions as I've been waiting to go live here, and so I've got some of them already. I've got them down, so we will get to those, including two questions from yesterday. But I got down to a question here. Hippie Sue, hey, thank you. Can you find what the connection between the Vatican, Trump, and children are? Do you think there's a literal, like, there's a plan, and this is the plan that there's? I haven't heard about there being any link. It doesn't feel like it. Has anybody heard anything about this? Let me know, please. So I want to help, certainly, but I haven't heard anything about this. Okay, Uncover the News. Kristen, thank you so much for all you do. It's wonderful. You've got the best headlines, questions, you name it. And you have done so much. I'm absolutely going to do a full Celtic for you. Because you'd like a general reading on how Trump is dealing with the news of possible indictments. Actually, let me move this like that. There we go. How is Trump dealing? Someone said there was a picture of him coming out of Trump Tower, looking very disheveled and looking very almost fearful or something, but I didn't see the pictures myself, so I always take stuff like that with a grain of salt. Trump dealing with possible indictments. Will he find a way to escape? Okay. Right after I'm done here, I go down into the description box and the first pinned comment. I type in all of your questions from today and I timestamp them. So if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can just go down to the description box and also the pinned first comment, which sometimes doesn't even show up. But the description box is always there. And you can just look through and click on whatever you're interested in. But at the beginning, I take questions, kind of first come, first serve in the chat. So, and 10% of all income that comes into the channel from any source goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. So thank you for that. And if you have donated, thank you so much. Thank you so much for donating through PayPal or being a patron or what have you. I have not been in a position where I could respond very well to thank you, but I just want to make sure I sincerely thank you for all of your help. Okay. All right. Trump, will he find a way to escape? Okay, so that is okay, that's number 8. So I've got space for 4 more quickly. See Venus, will Biden replace Garland with someone better like Glenn Kirshner? Okay. Bill Biden replace Garland. Kirshner. Or someone better. Okay. And I'm getting a new planner or new planner cover and the new, and I'm going to be redoing this, so I'll have more space and be easier to do. Okay. I'll also be able to write down who asked the questions. Okay. See, Venus, I meant to say bolder, not better, regarding Glenn Kirshner. No problems. Or someone bolder. I like my attorney generals like I like my coffee, bold. Okay, and cover the news. Oh, newsflash. What a shocker. Thank you, Kristen. News. Mitch McConnell wants nothing to do with Joe Manchin's compromises on voting rights. Try not to pass out from shock. Okay. Yes, passage of the national holiday Juneteenth. It felt like there were some serious Republicans gnashing their teeth. But hey, great. Okay. And Obamacare lives to see the end of their day. Huzzah. It doesn't help me, but I know it helps a lot of people. So good day, everyone. Steve. Hey, Steve. Not sticking around, but wanted to ask. Yahoo headline, Delta variants on steroids even with the vaccine. How concerned should we be? I've got you down as number 3. Will it cause a shutdown this summer? The vaccine be effective? You've got you down. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Whew. Put my face back on. Man, that was quite a sneeze. All right, I'm just having a look for anything else in all caps. Okay, I've got that. B. Smith, will there be a second insurrection attempt in the near future? Well, the first question today is going to be, how unhinged will the far right get? And part of that will be second insurrection. Let me make sure I make a note of that just in case. But I've got that for number 1. Okay, B. Smith, thank you for being here. Thank you for your questions. And okay, I'm not seeing much. Let me zip through. Oh, okay. Selena, will Larry Householder go to jail? Former Ohio House Speaker faces charges of alleged $60 million bribery scheme. $60 million. Really? Okay. All right, Larry. Quite a house he's holding. Larry Householder. Jail for the $60 million bribery scheme. He faces charges, so at least they are not just completely going, oh, it's fine, like to do with all the Trump stuff, or did with all the Trump stuff. I have hope about the future. Okay. I've got that. Thank you, Chase. Paula, that's a QAnon theory. Oh, about the church and Trump and kids, and yeah, I haven't heard anything like that. I haven't picked up on anything like that. I haven't picked up anything like that in the energy. Wish I could be more help. Kathy Anderson's having an apple crisp. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's very good. Luchalu, is Trump at Trump Tower because he has 2 for court dates? at Trump Tower for court dates. Okay, I've got space for one more question. And hello, Belle. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Okay. Pamela, I've got your question down. Ooh, Loki t-shirts. Like it. Okay, so all right. It looks like I've got these, so we can double check on that. So for the 12th question, it's going to be, is America stuck with a two-party system? Okay. All right, and that is going to do that. System, okay. All right, those are the questions for today, but I will be back tomorrow. Matter of fact, tomorrow, I haven't checked my email this morning, but tomorrow is my 900th video, public video, here on the Black and Orange channel. Where did I see that? Okay, got it. All right. Let's see. Kay Nelson, happy question. Last one for fun. Right now, we're going to be looking at, is America stuck with a two-party system? If you can come up with something more fun than that, please. No, but they're important. That's what I'm here for. Thank you, Debbie Dawn. But yeah, so I will be here on tomorrow for 900. Also on Saturday, I just wanted to mention that I believe it's Saturday. Yes. Kirsten Langston, who is trying to start her own website and this whole thing that she's calling The Collective. She's having the final fundraiser is on Saturday. It's going to be a multi-hour, sorry, my eye's twitching. It's going to be a multi-hour kind of auctions and things like that for all kinds of stuff. And she's had all kinds of people donate neat things from, beautiful soaps to you name it, all kinds of stuff. One of the things she is auctioning off is something I never do, and that is personal readings. Of course, I don't know if anyone's going to be here tomorrow. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to check my email this morning, so maybe. Do we have a color theme? Not really. Fridays are usually, I just start with black, white, or gray. Thursdays, I do some kind of, I start with a kind of yellow, brown, gold, and then go from there. So, yeah. Anyway, so on Saturday, there's going to be an auction for a free personal reading from me. I don't know what I've said. Look, charge what you want, do what you want, and I don't want anything back for it. I would not be doing this without Kirsten, and I just I'm so grateful to her for so many things. So I have just said here. So it's going to be like a 45-minute personal reading, and yeah, so that will be for someone who wants to fund the collective over on the, it's not a telethon, but the auctions and things that Kirsten's going to be running Saturday. She's going to have a live stream going over on Third Eye Champagne. So just letting everybody know. Bismo, will we have a best of 900 episodes? I wish I could. I really do. I know there's good comedy back in there. I know I do not have anywhere near the time. I wish I did, but anyway. All right, so we're at. Yeah, I imagine we could do one personal reading. That'll be okay. I hope. But yeah, there's some people who said they don't understand why I don't normally do them. I just every time I try, something happens that shuts down the possibility. I'll go to set it up. I'll set it up, and then something happens. Boom! I can't do it. It's like, okay, and I've had that happen about 5 or 6 times. It's like, okay, not going there then. So I'm apparently not here to do those, but I am definitely here to help you hopefully sleep better at night in general. Okay. Thank you, Pamela. All right, we're going to start at 1630. How unhinged is the far right going to get? Wow. Okay. That was I'm Patty Palmer. It'll be the auction. It's on Saturday. It's from 4 to 6 Pacific time on Third Eye Champagne channel here on YouTube. That's all I know. Anyway, okay, so I'm asking how unhinged will the far right get? So I'm suddenly being like taken over to the side, and it's like getting narrower and narrower, like fewer and fewer people. It's like, oh, I said I wanted to look at extremists, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go look at the real crazy, and it's just like, I don't want to be over here by myself. Hold my hand. Hold my hand from the left. We have good people in charge. We have decent people. We've got a Biden administration. We've got. I think we're going to find out Kamala Harris did a lot more than we realize. So, Knight of Cups. Oh, this is not so far. This is not bad at all. Oh, nice. All right. If you are losing sleep because you are convinced that the far right is just going to have a second insurrection, they're going to do all this crazy far what? This is all Democrats working together, working hard, trying to clean things up. This is someone trying to do some bullying, but you'll notice this is a page. Right next to the page is the King of Swords. It's like, give me that, pipsqueak. That's law enforcement. I think what we're going to find is that this insurrection really brought some of the worst out. The ones who could organize, the ones who could put things together, it brought them out of the woodwork so that law enforcement could grab them. The thing is, though, those people who are capable of organizing scary things were still, they weren't doing it on their own. So they were beholden for part of their success. They were beholden, or it was predicated, is that the word I'm looking for, on these Republicans not being incompetent, and they were. And on sorry, it's on the screen. And on Trump, Trump's going to go with us. He said I was going to go with it. No, he's not, and he didn't. So, good. 3 more cards. I'll just have a quick look. Will there be a second insurrection within the next 5 years? Oh, Holly Coleman. Breaking news. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones said he collaborated with both Donald Trump and the Secret Service. January 6th, is he telling the truth or making it up? I looked at him recently. Does anybody remember that? Right now, let me see. Far right. Second insurrection. No. The people who would have been able to really pull that off, they're already getting legal swords in their backs. And the people who are saying, "Oh, well, those people, we don't need them. We're going to go forward." It's like, this is you've got your knight. You're being belligerent. You're going forward. Da, da, da. I'm a political Trump. I fight for the Trump cause. I am, and behind them is this little page who's kind of walking backwards and looking at their money. And this is not impressive. Good. Teresa, I don't know, maybe something in 2022, but we could look at that another day. But that's a good idea. Okay. All right. The second question is at 2230. Apparently, Republicans are now blaming January 6th on the FBI. Deseret, I don't know what a twirly bob hat is. Anyway. Dave, a red hat looked harshly at me yesterday. I said, "Don't say it." And he turned and walked away. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Sorry. So the Republicans are blaming the variant on the FBI. How's that going to go? Oh, they're the hats with the propellers on top? Okay. Not listening to reason. Anyone who's not on their side is a Democrat. See, we're worried about the Trumpians who are still embedded in various places in the FBI or other places in government. The far right are convinced the entire, everybody, they're having there's secret handshakes that everyone's using in law enforcement. And okay, they're already in trouble. They know they're in trouble. This is the insurrection. This is what these Republicans who are now blaming the FBI, they're gonna have to be quiet after a while. Put up or shut up. Legally crickets. And we're just disappointed that things aren't moving forward. This isn't going to stand. They're blaming the FBI, but it won't stand. They'll have nothing to back it. They'll find something else to blame. They're just the energy. This was the insurrection, and then the energy just goes. So, Melissa. So wait, if the FBI did it, are they Antifa or fake Trumper impersonators? Or are they Trumper impersonators? Well, apparently now the thing is, it's the FBI. Is what I heard. Right. 26. Okay. The Delta variant. Probably is saying without Trump, there's nothing but pitiful sore losers. And he is the biggest sore loser of them all. King sore loser. Okay. Delta variant is because I saw that headline this morning about how they're saying it's COVID on steroids. But let's see. The Delta variant of COVID. Wow, I'm getting the similar kinds of things I used to get with COVID, only it's more searing. It's like, oh, lovely. All right, are you going to cause major shutdowns in the U.S. again? Are you going to... Are the vaccines going to do any good against you? How much of a scourge are you? America. Doing pretty well. Okay, par for the reading is America. She's just sitting there. Nostalgia. Remember the before times. Temperance. This feels like the vaccines that everybody got, or not most people got. Queen of Wands, except those politically wedded to Trump, but he had his vaccine. So this is not catastrophe. This is America. I'm not seeing catastrophe here. Is it nasty? It's awful. I don't know. Even when COVID first showed up, I wasn't getting... I know we've lost so many people, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. It's not the end of civilization. It's not the end of democracy. It's not, Katie, we're going through a cleansing process. Detox is never fun, but what we expel far exceeds what we gain. True. Oh, 600,000 people elected. It's brutal. Look, I'm not saying it's not brutal and awful and what have you, but civilization did not collapse. The bar's pretty low. The Delta variant. Will the vaccines work? Well, just 3 more cards. Will the vaccines work? Will it die down as well? Going to obviously hit places that don't have money, that don't have as much money. Obviously. Oh, their plans. Rolling out vaccines, getting people vaccinated. This is like World Health Organization charge, or it's plans, this done. Okay, we did this, we did that. Now we can get this here. They're good people on this. So this is all positive. It's not like, oh, no one's going to get hurt. Of course, it's a pandemic. This is a nasty variant. But I'm not getting Tower cards, End of Civilization, Umbrella Corps, and Raccoon City levels of chaos. All right. At 30:30. Pamela Shin saying, yes, feeling the vibe, it's going to be okay. Good. Thank you. All right. So, let's make this 31. So, did you guys hear about this? I can't remember the name. I just watched the video about it before I came on, and my brain just went. There was a member of Congress, the Capitol policeman, who was so seriously hurt. He was tased at the base of his neck. He's got permanent damage in his actual physical brain. He had a stroke or a heart attack. It was just bad. And he went up to a member of Congress, a Republican member of Congress, and said, "You're not going to shake my hand?" And the man said, the congressman said, "I don't know you." And the guy said, "Well, I'm Capitol Police Officer Fanone." Is that it? Is it Fanone? Andrew Clyde. Oh, here we go. Thank you, guys. I knew you'd know. Representative Clyde. And so Officer Fanone explained who he was, what had happened, and Clyde literally pulled out, instead of shaking his hand or saying that, pulled out his phone, was searching for something like to record with, and the elevator doors open and he scurried in to get away. And now he's saying, "Oh no, that didn't happen." Oh, so you're calling him a liar as well. Andrew Clyde. Yeah, I agree. He's a rat. We should look at him too, Andrew. Well, but for the question is, how do the police feel about Republicans like him turning their backs on Capitol police officers who were hurt? How do police in America feel about Republicans turning their back on Capitol officers? They want to be. It's like, I want to be Republican. I want to be Republican. Not me. I do not. These police officers across the country, I want to be a Republican. They're making it very hard for me to be Republican. And they lean. The police force tends to lean right a little bit. So. There's something about this, about how these people turning their backs. Wands are Trump's brand of authoritarianism, his political views. These people turning their back, those who are on his side, turning their backs, looking for a payoff, waiting for their ships to come in. That's the card for the reading. How do the police feel? Okay, that is all right. I've got a 4 of Wands. I've got a 4 of Pentacles. I've got an 8 of Pentacles. I've got a 2 of Pentacles. And I've got a 10 of Pentacles. So one of the things this felt like is we do the hard work and they take us for granted. And they have this lush life, their dynasties. Meanwhile, we're having trouble making ends meet, where we don't get enough and we're doing all the work. Ungrateful. So they're going to stick with these Republicans on the whole. Those who have been Republican, are they going to stick with these Republicans? Okay, we're all Republican. I still see them as Republicans. Oh, and the left lies, and they've already been through enough with Trump. They're kind of over their embarrassment of him. It's like, yeah, whatever. Biden's so much worse. They've got a job to do, but also this is aggressive law enforcement coming for the people who were doing these things for Trump. So for now, they're sticking with the Republican Party on the whole, but once people start being charged and charged, that might change. Okay. Andrew Clyde, Representative Andrew Clyde, you scumbag. He's saying it didn't happen. Let's see. M. Johnson, how many colors of nail polish do you have? None. I literally have one. I own one nail polish. It's clear. That's it. Someone in chat will probably explain it to you. Anyway. Oh, Kristen in Cover News, I do see your breaking news. House Judiciary pushes DOJ to disclose remaining Trump gag orders. I did see that. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading. Trying to focus more when I'm in a reading. All right, I've put this off long enough because I don't want to get in this blankety blanks energy. Representative Andrew Clyde. Okay, let's yeah, they're all press-on. I have a big collection of press-on nails. So Andrew Clyde, Representative Andrew Clyde was met with a Capitol Police officer who had been horrendously hurt in the insurrection. Clyde was disrespectful, blew him off, and scurried away. Wouldn't shake his hand. Wouldn't even shake his hand. What's going to happen to you? Oh, but he's saying it didn't happen. Oh no, that didn't happen. So you're calling that officer a liar as well? Really? Now let's think about this. Who am I going to believe? The Capitol Police officer with all kind of medical issues and all of the hospital records to prove it? Or am I going to believe the cowardly lion who never gets any courage? Yellow-bellied traitor? Exactly, Jolie. He could have said thank you for your service if he didn't want to shake hands. Right. He could have just said thank you for your service. That's it. But no. scurried away. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure JFK just wishes he could come back to life so he could put you in his book on profiles in courage. I'm certain of it. Representative Andrew Clyde. Oh, victory through Trump. Oh, but those big mean Democrats are in charge. All right. Ugh. Okay. King of Pentacles, that's Republicans. It can also be corrupt businessmen, but that's Republicans. Okay. This is Wands. Cups are Democrats in the way my cards come up. Cups are Democrats. Pentacles are Republicans. Wands are Trump. It split out about a year ago in my cards. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. The Republicans split out into these two. Hey, Clarence. So Phyllis is saying, is Clyde the Republican who Liz Cheney said I helped him with his gas mask during the insurrection? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Man. So for Clyde, he says he's Republican. He's really probably got where he is because of Trump stuff, I'm guessing, unless he's been in there a really long time, but he's definitely had the Kool-Aid, drunk some of the Kool-Aid at least. And but Democrats are in charge. So he's trying to make all of this go away. He wants the whole thing to go away because he either was a part of how chummy Republicans and the fool were with the insurrectionists, or he either knows more about it, or he was someone who was making it easier for the insurrectionists, or he's certainly not standing up to them. He's definitely taking a side, and it's not the Capitol Police. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. Am I hallucinating? Am I dreaming? Somebody needs to look into that. So, Clyde, are you going to just get reelected whenever you're up next? Are you going to Cynthia's saying his first term, he started in January 2021. Oh. Video, Angie Stat, hey, Clyde is a newbie in January. Video of him barricading the chamber doors. Polly Wanda, will the date January 6th be removed from future Republican calendars? Oh, man. What's going to happen to you? That feels like big force of, it feels like it's pushing him out, being run out of town. He sense the energy around him right now. Let's see if it will actually take form. Insurrectionists, this is the whole white supremacy insurrectionists for Trump, the would-be emperor communicating. He was hoping to win some favors of, he was hoping to get some kind of reward. He's hoping to get some kind of reward for being so horrendously, slavishly loyal to Trump. But if his constituents love him, if his constituents agree with him, he'll win re-election. Surely. Is he the one who said that the videos show a calm set of visitors? Okay, sorry about that. I lost my main. The quality may not be great. I lost my main high-speed internet, so I'm on a backup, very, very slow thing. So sorry about that. Hey, all the Democrats surrounding him. Oh, he's got a big ending coming. It's right in his face. Secrets. Strength in the middle. Those who are quieting the orange beast. Republicans will work with him to some extent. He'll try to bully, but this is right up front. Yeah, you're in trouble. And good flippin' riddance. Jerk. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Dave. Hi. Okay. 47. That's 45 talk to Putin before or after the summit. Sounds like we've got maybe a storm coming in. Oh, thank you, Phi. Thank you. All right, so has 45 talked to Putin either before or after the Biden-Putin Summit? Hey, Trumpy. Oh, I might be picking up on a little fear around the Trumpster. And his narcissism doesn't usually let him stay afraid for long. He'll just roar. But all right. That's not him. That's Biden going over and being diplomatic. That's what that is. That is a partnership, no matter how tenuous, under Democratic control, which is why it comes. Justice. Oh, he's facing down. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Thank you. He's asking if Trump been talking to Putin. I'm getting Trump getting some. Matter of fact, because right before Biden had the summit with Putin, Trump told the media, he said to Biden, say hello to Putin for me. That was a message. That was, I'm still here. If you have money you need to launder, if you need, because we could use money. That's what that was. Trump it is right there. It's not in the future. It is right there. He is staring at the justice card. Staring. He can't get away from it. A lot of panic, a fear of losing money, and the Democrats winning. Seriously, because, being to a Trump, being poor they think being poor is worse than going to prison. Let's test that theory, shall we? Okay. 50. Okay. Now the question is, oof. Thank you, Kristen. Yeah, exactly, Electra. Okay, the question was, why do Republicans hate America so much? And I think that might be taking it too far. I don't think it's a matter that Republicans hate America. They don't. Sorry, this can make noise for just a second. It just started to rain and it got dark again. So I'm going to move this there to help with the lighting situation. Better. Okay. Republicans don't hate. They don't hate America. The vast majority of them don't. Of course, there are always some crazies and fringe lunatics. But what can you tell us? Oh, great Oracle of Tarot, what can you tell us? It feels like, I always feel we're talking about it, but it almost feels like my guides are saying, great Oracle of Tarot, what do you think we are? What do you think we're doing here? We're running and getting this information. Legal decisions. Actually, it's not legal decisions. It's just decisions. It's just decisions. Okay, fair enough. Three of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Wow, that rain is coming down. Can you guys hear that? Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. Hierophant. They don't think they don't, in the same way that we talk about how, a lot of, I keep saying, we talk about how we wish there are a lot more Democrats who would grow a spine, be more bold, that sort of thing. Well, these people, they're disappointed in traditional Republicans who they don't think are fighting back enough. And all of this stuff, they've got this huge victim mentality. And so, fine, then we will fight for the cause. And if we have to take up arms, if we, whatever we need to do in theory, not in reality, but in theory, to keep the institutions what they think of as American, which is not what you and I think of as American, but it's what they think of as American. An America that doesn't actually exist anymore. There's fear, there's a feeling of powerlessness, there's a serious victim mentality, and yeah, Jolie, big thank you to Autumn Scott. Absolutely, thank you. It's like one of them. It's just like, quit, you make me blush. And then he laughed. Anyway. Okay. Oh, it's going to be 106 in Sacramento. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Kelpie. Good. Rain in Chicago means rain coming this way, maybe tonight. Oh, okay. I hope it does good things. Okay. 55. Okay. In 2022, will Democrats increase our tenuous hold on Congress? Democrats. So I'll pull 3 cards for the House, 3 cards for the Senate. The 2022 election. Oh, we're going to be holding our breaths. We're going to be staring at the screen like, go, Kornacki, go. Oh, gods of khakis. Khaki Kornacki. Give us good tidings. 3 for the House, 3 for the Senate. It's either things are, we know things are too close now. So this could be now that you get a suspension because there isn't one side dominating over the other, but that's the card for the reading. So let's see what the actual cards say. Hopefully they'll be better than that. This is the fight for voting rights. That's the Biden administration and Democrats. Swords rule the air signs, and so they're going to rule things like thought, speech, communications, internet, law, laws being made, law enforcement, that sort of thing. Let me look at the other cards because I think this might be saying the same thing I've been getting on this, but we have Senate. McConnell doesn't feel like he's in a good place. Those politically wedded to Trump in the center and general hatred of Pelosi. Insult to injury. Okay. See this? See this? This is how both of them end. These are sword cards. They're minor arcana. So individual people level decisions. But let me get a qualifier, but these 2 cards for what's going to happen in the House and the Senate, that could very well be law enforcement, one way or the other, coming for people in Congress. Or more specifically, actually, what I've absolutely been getting is that there are going to be so many indictments and charges this year that the trials will be next year, and that will run through the year up until Election Day. And it's all of these different people. There'll be some in Congress, but not all. But there'll be so much talk in the news, so much corruption, people going to jail, people being made to look bad. I do think we've got a better shot. It's probably still going to be relatively close, but normally when one party has control of both houses, both chambers of Congress and the presidency, the midterm election, they lose the Congress. But I haven't been picking that up. So, nay. Oh, nay. Thank you. That's very kind. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so 1 hour. I'm going to come back to the Trump, the bigger Trump question. All right. Okay, will Biden replace Garland with someone who is bolder? Thank you, Pamela. Yes, Alexander, timing is everything. Electra says Linda G says we'll have a big lead. I will go with that. Yes, please. Absolutely. And it's Linda G. Why wouldn't you listen to Linda G? Nobody's 100%, but she is a powerhouse. All right. Yeah, I read with her. Wow. But anyway. Will Biden replace Garland with someone who is bolder? More bold. Will Biden replace Merrick Garland as Attorney General? Someone who is more bold. And Biden likes continuity, and there's so much, and Garland leaving somehow might give Republicans ammunition or thinking they're winning something. We did something and we forced Biden to get rid of Garland, so he doesn't want to do that. It's something like that. All right, Sun card, Magician, Knight of Swords, Hierophant, Six of Swords. This is the people that Garland's having to dig out and get rid of and prosecute, and this is him having prosecutors, having he himself and lawyers and whatnot standing up in court. This is someone standing up in court. This is aggressive law enforcement. This is an institution that says go there. And because it's not justice, it's not a court. This is standing up in court, but this is coming from the institution of the DOJ, and it is going to send people to prison. So I don't think Garland's going to be going anytime soon, and would we be better off with someone else in there? Glenn Kushner, I think you guys were saying Glenn Kushner has said public he doesn't want the job. Yeah, well, it's this idea that Garland is holding himself still, but I don't know. Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups against the Devil card. No, not really. You just need someone who's going to do the job, and he's doing the job. He's doing the job. That's what I'm getting for that. Okay. Larry Householder. 10430. So Larry Householder he's facing charges. So Larry Householder is facing charges and possible jail time for an alleged $60 million bribery scheme. Oops. How did that get there? I don't know. $60 million. You know, just I fell. It must have fallen in my pocket. $60 million. Larry Householder in Ohio, I believe, isn't he? Is that what you guys said? Larry Householder facing charges, $60 million bribery scheme. How's this going to go? Oh, spread some jam all over yourself. You are toast. Thank you, Selena. Whew. Theft, thief. Ta-da! It's a card of the thief, everybody. Page of Wands. Just off on messenger. Oh. Tower. How did they catch him? Was it something in his email or some communication? Because, and he was very foolish to think this might work. They already have all the evidence they need. I've got 2 cards of evidence. This is the card of evidence that says they've already got what they need. They don't even need to go looking for it. TikTok, enjoy being free while you can. This is very bad for him. The reading is the thief. So just 3 more cards. Larry Householder. Are you going to be the big house holder of the big house? Larry Householder. Oh, and they apparently, well, for what it's worth, it feels like they even have some evidence he doesn't know about yet. Or someone they talked to, something they might be able to pull out of their sleeves. King of Wands. Well, Trump does it. That might be him. I don't know anything about the guy. Oh, that's law enforcement investigators. Where'd you put the money? Oh, just add it to the pile. You've come with a bribe, just add it to the pile. You are toast. Okay, I'm going to do this question, then I'm going to circle back to the 2 Trump ones. 10830. 830. All right. Is America stuck with a 2-party system? Yes, Bismuth. Larry, big house holder. Is America stuck with a 2-party system? Eventually, hundreds of, 100 years from now or what have you, things might shift. I'm just feeling a lot of technology where it becomes possible that serious democracy, as in you vote. you vote for more things. You're not necessarily voting for somebody to go do whatever. Would have its own complications. The ballot, the messenger, the voter. Are we stuck with a 2-party system? Queen of Wands, High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles, King of Swords, 5 of Wands. Well, yes, we're stuck with it for quite a while. But the Republicans are on very shaky ground. and with the far right over here acting ridiculous. And that's a prosecutor right in the middle. You've also got women coming in, and it isn't as clear as men don't work together, men work against each other, but women work together. And gender is far too fluid for that kind of stuff. But there are other ways of doing, of running government, different ways than what we have now, of a more cooperative view. And that's all I'm getting on that. I'm afraid there isn't a lot there, but that's all I'm getting. I hope that helped. All right, all right, now I'm going to do an overloaded Celtic on Trump. Because Kristen from Uncover the News asked me to do one of my overblown Celtic readings, Celtic cross readings. And you've been so helpful and so wonderful. So absolutely. Okay, 1:11:30. So the question is, how is Trump dealing with possible indictments? Will he find a way to escape? Well, that was it for the rain. Anyway. Is Trump handling the indictments? Trying to escape. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm getting a lot of things, someone standing up there reading out charges, and reading. But I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. How's Trump handling the indictments and whatnot? He's feeling old, and his body's betraying him. Maybe if you treated it nicely, kind of like your relationships and your marriages, maybe if you treat it nicer. In the past, I had it all. I was king of the world. Center of reading is subpoenas. It's like they've got a factory of subpoenas going. That feels like that's what he's thinking. It's like they've got a factory of subpoenas. They're just like so many. Above the reading. Oh, ruin. Absolute ruin is hanging above him. Beneath, just some legal heartache. But he bullies his way through. This is what he's hoping happens. He's holding on to this. He's grasping onto this. That this is what's going to happen, but this is what's hanging over him, which is brutal. All right, I'll do near future. Oh, I've got extra cards. Okay, I'll do near future, and with final outcome. I got 4 cards from the near future. Interesting. Okay. But now, home environment. Ivanka is pretty much the child he almost cares about. Hopes and fears. Fear. Prosecutors. Cy Vance. Other prosecutors. What other people see. It's a little bit like, I know Chad's hair is hanging upside down, but with that halo, you kind of get a Trump effect of frizz and crazy. We're waiting, first of all, which is one of the meanings of this. We're waiting. But on the other hand, it's also, he's in trouble. All right, near future, I've got 4 cards. I don't even know how to read these. I think this is near future 1, near future 2. Okay, they're trying to illuminate, they're trying to flip Weisselberg. They're trying to illuminate, this is fruits of labor. Where are they? How did it go? They can do this without Weisselberg. It won't be as good, but they still have a lot, even without Weisselberg. But that's the focus right now. Then I just get Trump world, chaos, blaming each other, looking for a way out, looking for deals, even before the worst of the worst comes out. Maybe even they're trying to figure out how to maneuver, and there is some sense of every Trump for himself or herself. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. Final outcome 1. Financial instability. Final outcome 2. Trying to get, well, that's Kushner, my card for Kushner, but it's also trying to get that sweet, sweet MAGA money to help pay for things. Final outcome 3, insult to injury. It's going to be when the Trumps are indicted, when they are charged, that's all anybody's going to talk about in the news. Insult to injury. Can't even turn on the TV anymore. Even Fox News is covering it. And they're not just saying that the whole thing's... Yeah. But he's hanging in there. There's my pen. Speaking of which, 118, Trump at Trump Tower. Apparently, I did not see it, but apparently there was a picture of Trump coming out of Trump Tower, and he looked disheveled and rumpled and rumpled sleaze skin. And some people said he almost looked afraid. I haven't seen the picture, so I don't know if that's true. But is he there for court dates and things like that? Or is it more just to deal with subpoenas and strategizing? Was Trump at Trump Tower? Has he been here? Has he been at Trump Tower because of court dates and things like that? Is he already being pulled into all of that or not? Burden of paper, burden of subpoenas, burden of lawyers' fees, paperwork. Sun card. 4 of Cups. We're not going to work with you. They don't need Weisselberg. They already have enough evidence to do some serious damage to the Trumps. But the Trumps are thinking, well, if we don't play ball, we'll be fine. It's all being illuminated. And you, with your refusal, are irrelevant. Do you want a deal? Better walk down there and talk to Cy Vance right now and give him everything you know. Maybe you'll get a deal. But they're going to wait because that's what Trump taught them. That's that. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chats and the donations. Thank you to our troll slayers. You keep us safe. And looking forward to tomorrow. I'll have to check. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to check my email yet. I'll have a guest tomorrow, or I won't. But either way, I show up every single day. I'm going to show up tomorrow, and tomorrow is my 900th public video. Wow. Anyway, here we are. All right. I hope your day goes well. If the rest of your day goes well, hang in there. In 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I'll be over at Book Art Media for the writing group Writing Sprints as usual. And tomorrow at noon, here is the 900th episode here. And then Saturday, well, Central Time, it's between 6 and 8. Yeah. 4 to 6 Pacific Time. On Third Eye Champagne, Kirsten Langston is having the final fundraising for the collective, her new website. And it is going to be an auction with lots of stuff that people have offered up for auction. And one of them is going to be a free personal reading, not free, but a full personal reading from me, like 45 minutes. And that's something I do not do. So it's rare for what it's worth. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Yvonne. Yeah. Thank you, Kanos. Thank you, everybody. All right. See you tomorrow. Hang in there.